Hi, I'm Garrett here at the Long Island International Film Expo, and I'm here with Todd Staruch, the producer of Theater of Terror. So, what could you tell me about this particular movie?
Well, we produced a horror anthology that's very reminiscent of the Twilight Zone, The Outer Limits, Creep Show, that sort of thing. That's what it was inspired by. Four short films with a very nice, tight wraparound story, and we're very proud of it. We think it came out really well.
Interesting. And what about this project made you want to get involved?
Our writer and director, Tom Ryan, is a very good friend of mine, and he had brought to me this idea of doing an anthology, and he said the word anthology, and that was enough for me. It's a famous horror anthology called Dr. Terror's House of Horrors, and that's the whole reason I like horror films. So as soon as he told me the type of film he wanted to do, I was in immediately.
That's awesome. Now, is horror something that you do generally, or is it something that you're kind of dabbling in?
Well, horror, I'm a film buff in general, but horror has always been my first love, so that's always what I'm going to be attracted to. And it's just a lot of fun. You get to deal with monsters and blood and gore and just all kinds of creepy, nasty stuff. So,
Would you say that's what you like most about the horror genre?
I like I like horror because it taps into that primal fear instinct that we all have. It just taps into something deep that's inside of us and gets that adrenaline going. Same reason people like roller coasters. Something bad could happen, but at the end, it's just a movie. So you in that comfort area.
And can you talk about the process of making this film? What was it like for you?
It was from concept to premiere. It was just about 2 years. So, and it was my first big producing gig, on a big project. A million tiny details is all I can say. And when you're on indie projects and it's a small budget, so you wear a lot of hats. So I was craft services, production assistant, transportation assistant. But it was a great, fulfilling experience, but just a ton of work.
Okay, and you said this is your first big producing gig. What is something you normally do in the film process, or what is something that's more in line with what you usually do?
Well, what I usually do is I run my own film festival. That's how I got started in indie film. So, and then I just thought it would be fun to just get involved. So I acted in a couple of horror short films, just helped out any way that I could. So I'm kind of a jack of all trades. Anybody that needs anything, I'm always happy to pitch in.
What do you like about Life, this particular film expo?
I like the diversity of the films that are shown. We're obviously in the horror block, but there's just so many different kinds of films that are shown. And it's just a relaxed, fun atmosphere. I'm good friends with Debbie Markowitz, who's just a fantastic person. And I just like the energy and enthusiasm she brings to this event. It's just a lot of fun.
Awesome. And can you talk about some of the projects or anything you have going on over the horizon?
Right now, with our production company, Theater of Terror, we're trying to figure out what that next project is going to be. I don't quite know yet. My next thing is mine. I don't want to step on Long Island Film Festival, but my next festival is coming up, so I'm knee deep in that. And then who knows? Whatever lands in my lap, that'll be the next thing.
Once again, I'm Garrett. I'm here with Todd, and this is the Long Island International Film Expo.